If you know, I am 23. If you didn't know, I'll be 24 this year. But when I lost my virginity, I was... But one day at school, in class, y'all. What's up, JM Squad? I don't like how I said that. But anyway, hey JM Squad, I am back with another video. This video is basically going to be, as y'all can tell by the title, how I lost my V card. I'm gonna give y'all a story time on this situation, but for the people that may know me, they might try to put 2 and 2 together and just, you know, try to get 10. So hold on 1 second, y'all. But yo, before we get into this video, I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, because somebody asked me to do this video. I was never gonna do this video on my channel just because, you know, I just didn't want to, you know, type thing. But at this point, I don't care. It happened. It is what it is. Okay, we're gonna start on how this started, like how this came about, how, you know, I even thought about doing it. And I want y'all to know I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. Matter of fact, the way I'm gonna tell my story time, y'all probably not gonna want to do it. But yeah, I'm not encouraging anybody to do it. I don't want nobody to be doing it when it's not their time. I don't want nobody to be doing it when they know they shouldn't be. And I don't want nobody to be doing it just because, you know. So, because that's exactly what I did. But how it came about. So I was in high school, y'all. One day I was just listening to like some people I was hanging around and how they felt about it and these stories about it and stuff like that. But I never realized that these people were like in relationships with the people that they was involved with or whatever. Around the time that, you know, I did what I did, I wasn't in a relationship with anybody. I was very much single. I was in a serious relationship before. Me and that person never got to that point to where the sausage was going into the hole, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I never got to that point. But one day at school, in class, y'all, we have times in class where we wouldn't be doing anything. So, like, and we'll finish our work or whatever, but we'll just be, like, just sitting there, just socializing and stuff. And I was the type that really didn't really talk much. I really just listened to other people. And with this situation, all I could do was just listen, because my butt, I ain't never, you know, did no type of, you know, I ain't do that. So I was just listening, I just hearing like their stories, and I was like, I think I want to try it. I'm so stupid for that though, because it's like at the end of the day, you need to have your own mind, and you shouldn't let, like, nobody persuaded me to do it. I persuaded myself, but I should have never did that, because it's like I wasn't ready for that. You know, that was just something that didn't need to be happening in the first place. If it was gonna happen, it should have just happened naturally. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they really was just saying their experiences. They wasn't really saying nothing bad, but they was saying, like, you know, it hurt, but, you know, it felt good at the same time, and everybody was just giving a little gossiping about their little stories. I'm not about to really say anything or too much of what they was saying. So that day when I went home later, I texted somebody that I actually been on for a long time, and I feel like if I was to ever like do some stuff like that, I would like trust him and be comfortable with him because I knew him or whatever, and I was comfortable with him, and I knew him, but I didn't know him anymore. Honestly, like I didn't know who he was because it had been a minute since me and this boy even communicated. So it was just like on some stuff like, you know, I wanted like you gon' yeah. I don't really want to give the setting or any of that, but just know when I said that, I missed school just to do it. Like, I told my mama my stomach was hurting, and which I really, like, my stomach was hurting. Like, because in the morning time before school, for some odd reason, like, every day, my stomach would hurt in the morning. Majority of the mornings, like, I used to just ignore it and just go to school, but sometimes I'd just be like, I can't do it. Like, I really can't. I hit the dude up the day that I was home, and this dude, he was older than me, so he graduated way before me. But all I know is he had time, because the day that I asked him to come over, he came over, and, you know, it happened. And, you know, I made sure I was, you know, presentable and stuff, and just ready. Hot and ready like a little 18-year-old. I feel like anybody that I deal with, they really be like attracted to me on some other stuff. But it's like this dude, he was attracted to me on some other stuff too. So he was ready. When I hit him up, he was ready. Believe it or not, that nigga was more ready than I was. The day it happened, it hurt really bad. Like I ain't never been through no pain like that. His stuff really wasn't all that big, but it was a nice size to where, you know, it could do something to me. And I was bleeding and stuff, but I wasn't bleeding a lot. It didn't really last for that long. I think he had asked to do it again. So I think a nigga did like 2 rounds, and I was just laying there just taking that shit, and I honestly was regretting the shit because it was like I didn't really want my first time to be like that. I wanted my first, like, he was being like caring to how I was feeling and stuff. Like if he thought I was hurting, he was slowing down or whatever, but I just didn't want my first time to be like that. I just wanted at least my first time to be like, if me and the person was actually together, I wanted to actually make love to that person and just not be no, you know, call up one time type thing and just dip type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like after that, he was saying that pretty well, like, for my first time. Matter of fact, the nigga was telling me he didn't believe it was my first time. And I'm just like, what do you mean? If that makes sense. So, that kind of pissed me off when he told me that. But, like, he didn't tell me that until, like, later on, like, and when he left. And I felt like real disrespected when he said that, because like, first off, I'm not about to argue with you, or I'm not about to sit up here and try to convince you that it was my first time. If I said it was my first time, it's my first time. And then secondly, why do I have to lie about some shit like that? For what reason? Me, the type of person I am, I'm very clingy sometimes, and it's like after that I realized that I started wanting like him, and not even sexually. I'm not talking about sexually. I just wanted him like near me. Like we wasn't even on that type of time. Like he was doing him, like for real, for real. I was just here looking stupid. Like, nigga, I wanna talk to you. I wanna have a conversation with you. I wanna actually hang out or some shit. But he wasn't on it. That kind of hurt my feelings, and that made me feel like I should have never. This where the regret came in. I was real depressed because it was like I knew I should have never hit this nigga up in the first place. It was bound to happen that he would do some lame shit like that. Really, really should. I really, really should have never did this. Like, I felt real lonely after that shit happened, and I didn't want to feel like that. I didn't know that nigga no more. I'm so dead ass with y'all right now. I didn't know the nigga no more. So I don't even know why I expected any like more from him. So my first time definitely wasn't what I wanted it to be and what I expected it to be. And that should have been expected because it wasn't with somebody that I actually like was loving on. Like after that, y'all, I didn't do it with nobody. Like nobody until I met the next nigga that was actually like I learned my lesson from that shit. Like I really did. When you in a relationship, it's kind of hard to resist the shit. The next nigga I did it with, I liked him. He liked me. But we was in a relationship. And he loved me. And he still loved me. That's the crazy part. With like who this whole story time about, I don't talk to him none of that anymore. Like me and him really do not even get along, to be honest with you. So I don't know why I felt like that shit was going to like work out in the first place. But it is what it is. The shit done. It's dead. Can't do nothing about it. So make sure if y'all going that extra, step with somebody, is with somebody that you actually talk to, you actually love, that you comfortable with, that trust you, that you trust, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because doing it with the wrong person could really just put certain energies into your body that you don't need, And you just want everything to just be mutual, Because that's when the shit feel right. That pretty... It's crazy that I told y'all this fucking story time, but yeah, another thing, don't really go off with what other people other people might say, because at the end of the day, if it's not right for you, it's not gonna, it's not gonna make sense for you to actually like force the shit into you or into your life. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell so y'all know when I post my next video. If y'all want any other story times, just let me know. This story time was a little touchy, and I never wanted to do this story time before. But hey, it is what it is. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.